Hey everyone. So today is day 3 of my 10-day juice fast. And I have to say, it's been going pretty good. Monday, which was day 1, I did have a slight headache, a low grade headache, just like a dull headache. It wasn't anything where like a crazy migraine or where I felt like I needed to go lay down or that it was really, really painful. It was just a slight headache. So I definitely noticed the effects of the detox on my first day. Yesterday, which was day 2, was fine. I had a lot of energy. I was thinking about popcorn. For some reason, I bought some popcorn, not the microwave popcorn, but the actual kernel popcorn that you have to pop on the stove. I had bought some popcorn like the day before my fast, which I don't know why I did that, but it's just been sitting on the counter, and I'm like, ooh, I want some popcorn. Popcorn is actually a healthy snack. Where it gets to be unhealthy is when you buy the microwave popcorn because it has a lot of chemicals on the bag to make it pop. So, but if you just buy regular kernel popcorn, it's actually pretty healthy. But anyways, I didn't get any popcorn, but I definitely wanted some. And then today I woke up, I had a lot of energy. I felt renewed. I feel pretty good today. I did weigh myself today. I was 152 on Monday, and today I had Tim weigh me, and I was 149. So I've lost 3 pounds, and this is just the beginning of day 3. And like I said before, I'm not necessarily doing the fast to lose weight, but when you're detoxing, you will lose weight because you'll lose a lot of toxins, you'll lose a lot of waste that you have in your body, so you will inevitably lose weight. So I have lost 3 pounds. Today I made it's cabbage in here, cabbage, collard greens, pineapple juice, pineapple and turmeric. And I made that drink because it's going to help with inflammation. And one thing about inflammation is a lot of disease that people have today is actually inflammation, and they don't even realize it. Like, say for example, if you have bronchitis, it's actually inflammation of your bronchial tubes. Or if you have gingivitis, that's inflammation of your gums. If you have arthritis, that's an inflammation in your joints. So a lot of these chronic diseases that we have, even like heart disease and cancer, are a direct result of inflammation. So if you address the inflammation, you'll address the disease. A lot of times when you go to the doctor, if you have like arthritis, they'll give you something for pain, but that's not addressing the root cause of the issue, which is inflammation. So when you address the root cause of your illness or disease, that's when you'll find the most relief, as opposed to just addressing the symptoms. And then a lot of times the symptoms are worse than what you start off with. Like, they'll try to hurry up and say it real fast, like on the commercials. They'll be like, side effects include heart attack, death, stroke. You be like, wait, hold up, like, my knee hurts. I'm not trying to taking this medication, but it's crazy that these medicines have all these side effects and people are okay with taking it. To me, it seems counterproductive. If the doctors take an oath to first do no harm, wouldn't it make sense to if the doctors take an oath to first do no harm, and then you have herbal medicine or natural remedies, which falls under the realm of alternative medicine. To me, that doesn't make sense. If you took an oath to first do no harm, wouldn't you try to find natural remedies, plant remedies, things that work well in conjunction with your body that don't really have any side effects? So if you went to the doctor for arthritis, why wouldn't they just tell you that, oh, you could drink some cabbage juice, or you can drink some turmeric juice, or you can drink something else that has anti-inflammatory properties, and that will reverse the arthritis that you have? Why would you give me a toxic drug that's going to cause all these different side effects and that I have to be on for the rest of my life? That's not a cure. That's not healing me. If I stop taking that drug, I'm going to still have the arthritic pain. So I'm not healed. I'm not cured. So to me, it doesn't make sense that plant medicine or any type of natural medicine would be considered an alternative medicine. No, the pharmaceutical drug should be the alternative medicine. You should be able to first get some sort of natural remedy, which 9 times out of 10 is going to work. And then if that doesn't work, then you should get a pharmaceutical over the counter prescription drug or whatever the case may be. But for some reason in this Western society it's backwards, and this is why we have all of these chronic illnesses, all these chronic diseases and stuff. So anyways, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent, but I just wanted to touch on that. And I wrote down everything I wanted to talk about. So if you see me looking over here, I'm just looking at my phone what I had, the points I wanted to talk about. Oh, so back to my juice. So I have the cabbage, which I talked about, which is anti-inflammatory, and then I have collard greens, which any dark leafy green is going to deodorize and purify your body. Reason being is that a lot of the diseases, like the bacteria that we have in our body, if you go watch that video I made called Antibacterial Herbs for BV or STDs or something like that, I basically talk about anaerobic. There's two types of bacteria. There's anaerobic bacteria, which hate oxygen. So anaerobic, they don't like oxygen. And then you have aerobic bacteria, which like oxygen. The harmful bacteria in your body, they're largely anaerobic. They cause all types of illnesses. They cause STDs, gonorrhea, chlamydia. They cause bacterial vaginosis, vaginitis. They cause all types of nasty illnesses in your body. These type of bacteria, they don't like oxygen. So when you juice with dark leafy greens, it has a lot of chlorophyll, and in the chlorophyll is basically the blood of the plant. So in the blood you'll find lots and lots of oxygen. So when you are drinking or eating dark leafy greens, your blood is becoming oxygenated, and it's killing the bacteria who hide in your gut and hide in the dark crevices of your body, and they hate oxygen. So that's why it's very, very important to have your share of dark leafy greens. Some things that I noticed as well, in addition to the 3 pounds that I lost so far, is that my skin looks a lot clearer, and I haven't had any menstrual cramps. Like, menstrual cramps are gone completely. And I usually take cramp bark for menstrual cramps. I haven't taken it, and I'm fine. Like, I may have felt one slight twinge for like 3 seconds, and that was it. But no menstrual cramps, which is crazy. I mean, that's really crazy to me. And in addition to my juicing, I have also been taking cod liver oil, which is that fish oil that I was telling you about. And I wanted to clarify on the fish oil, because not all fish oil has vitamin D in it. So you'll have to look at the label and see if it has vitamin D. Now, if you get cod liver oil, it does have vitamin D in it. But if you just get something that just says fish oil, it may or may not have vitamin D in it. And if you're wondering what is the benefits of vitamin D, watch the first video, day 1 of the 10-day juice fast, which I talk about vitamin D and sunlight and why it's very beneficial, especially if you are a melanated individual. So I've been taking my cod liver oil, which has a lot of vitamin D in it, and I've also been taking myrrh. Myrrh. Myrrh is an herb. It was used in ancient Egypt for hay fever, for herpes. It helps your digestive system. It helps your liver. It literally helps every organ, every system in your body. It's an all-around miracle herb. It was actually one of the 3 gifts given to Jesus by the wise men. So the wise men gave Jesus myrrh, frankincense, which is another herb, and gold. And actually back then they understood the medicinal properties and the miracle properties of herbs and plants. And so frankincense and myrrh were actually considered just as valuable, if not more, than actual gold. So that was crazy to me. But the myrrh, I've been taking the myrrh to do an all-around body cleanse as well. So that's been going good. I've also been taking baths. I took a bath yesterday. I put some Epsom salt in there and some essential oils, and I just soaked for like 20 minutes, and I felt really good when I got out. I had my essential oils going in my diffuser, my aromatherapy, so I was just feeling good vibes. I was very relaxed, and I've been feeling pretty good. Now, one thing that I did want to talk about, back to the whole plant situation. If you guys ever have a chance, go on YouTube and check out this guy called Dr. Sebi, Sebi. Dr. Sebi. He was one of the greatest healers of all times. Like, he was really, really a powerful master healer. A lot of celebrities went to him and they, did detoxes or they went and got healed. I know Left Eye went to him. I believe Aaliyah went to him as well, and some other celebrities. But he passed away last year, but his videos are still on YouTube. But what I wanted to talk about was that Dr. Sebi, he's from the Honduras. He was practicing herbal medicine in New York in, I believe, the 80s, in the 1980s. And what he would do is he would take out a newspaper ad and he would say, hey, if you have herpes, if you're blind, if you have diabetes, if you have HIV, whatever disease, he was like, if you have any of these diseases and you want to be healed, come to his clinic. So somehow the Attorney General of New York got a hold of this ad, or somehow he found out about it, and so he was like, "Oh, I'm about to throw this man in jail, for saying that he's curing and healing people from these diseases. Like, I know he's lying." And so of course he had to get him on a technicality, because it's not illegal to practice herbal medicine or to see clients or to have a clinic. That's not illegal. But they were trying to say that he was practicing medicine because he may have used the word cure. So anytime you say, oh, this medicine cures something, they can say, oh, you're practicing medicine, because that is a term that is coined by the American Medical Association, which is stupid. How can you take the word cure and say that I am the only person in the whole world who can use this term? But that's what they did. And so they were saying, oh, the Attorney General said out of his own mouth, quote unquote, I'm going to throw this man underneath the jail. So he was planning on throwing Dr. Sebi underneath the jail for so-called saying he healed people, but he was trying to say that he was practicing medicine without a license. Long story short, Dr. Sebi gets to the courthouse and the judge was like, I don't know if he just was humoring him, but he was like, okay. So, because Dr. Sebi was like, I did heal these people. Like, you can't tell me that I didn't heal these people when I did. So he was like, okay, bring me one person for each disease that you say that you have so-called healed someone from or cured them from. So I believe he had said that he cured people from HIV, diabetes, cancer, blindness, and some other stuff. I can't remember. So Dr. Seppi was like, okay, cool. So the judge was like, okay, we're going to need their blood work, like the before and after blood work, the blood work that you have, and then we're going, or that they had on file, because I guess they had to go to an actual hospital to get their blood work done. So they were going to get the blood work from whatever hospital that they got their blood work done at initially, and then a court appointed after blood work. So basically the court was doing the blood work now to make sure what he was saying is true. So, man, Dr. Sebi showed up with, he was only supposed to show up with 8 people. He showed up with like 64 people for each disease that he say he had cured, and with their paperwork. The judge had all the paperwork, all the blood work and everything. And so the judge had to throw out the case, because he actually had cured these people from all manner of disease and illness. And so my thing is, why isn't this being publicized? Why isn't this being talked about on the nightly news? Why don't people know this, that they can actually cure themselves? Okay, I don't want to say cure, because they might say I'm practicing medicine, but they could actually heal or reverse disease by doing, by eating a vegan diet or by just using herbs. So I just think it's funny. That's funny. And then also I was just thinking, like, a lot of people, I was reading, somebody was having a debate on Facebook about the flu vaccines, and someone had came on there and was like, a piece of cilantro, is it going to heal me from vaccine induced something or something like that? And I'm just like, well, actually it might, because cilantro is a chelator, so it moves heavy metals out of your body. So like people are just saying stuff, and this, people will be like, oh well, that's just quack medicine. No, it's not quack medicine, because there have been scientific articles, peer review articles, journals, studies, extensive studies done by scientists in laboratories that have showed that these plants actually do have medicinal properties and they do work. And just think about it from just everyday life standpoint. If you burned every single tree, every single piece of grass, every single flower or plant on this whole earth, we will all be dead within minutes. We'd be dead within minutes. And then someone might be like, oh well, we can just use, artificial oxygen tanks or something. Okay, fine. So then what about the animals? Oh, well, the animals will just eat, um, eat other animals. Okay, but what those other animals that they eat, they might actually eat plants too. So it's just like you can't. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you can't have life on this earth, on this planet, without plants. We need plants for oxygen. We need plants to eat. The things that we eat, if you eat meat, they eat plants. So, we need plants. And to just say, oh, a piece of cilantro isn't going to heal me, is actually so far from the truth. And it's just, it just shows that people don't, open up their minds to what could be. Just because your parents did it a certain way, or your great grandparents did it a certain way. Most of our parents are sick. Most of our parents are obese. They have arthritis. They're not as fit as they used to be. They're overweight. They have heart disease. They have all of these illnesses. So while yes, your parents may have done the best they could with the information that they were given, but we are living in the information age. There's so much information out here on the internet where you can educate yourself and you can really make healthy decisions pertaining, what you're going to put in your body and what you're not going to put in your body, and also just about prescription medicine in general. So definitely educate yourself. Look at peer reviewed journals. If you're someone who likes science, you like to, well, what does the science say? Look at peer reviewed journals. There's many peer reviewed journals which, have scientific studies in it. Or if you're someone who just can kind of observe, with your own two eyes, what's going on in the world. Look at how sick this world is. Look at how sick we are. Look at how overweight we are. So, anyways, let me get off of here because I'll be talking all day. But today is day 3 of my juice fast. It's going pretty good, and I'll get back on here sometime this week and do another update. Okay, bye.